Lost. That's how I felt when I need to start my first inventory management in Odoo. Let me explain a little bit more. Indeed, during my job interview, Odoo asked me to create and manage basic stock file management in Odoo, just to show during my job interview. And I start searching on, I search to documentation, video, YouTube, forum, and so on. I see a lot of information. I see a lot of possibility, and it was complex for me to understand how to just doing a simple stock management. If you have the same feeling, if you have the same issue, you are at the right place. I will explain you in less than 20 minutes how to start and how to set up a basic stock management in Odoo. Before starting the setup and explain what are the minimum requirements, if you have any question, don't hesitate to use this QR code to scan it and ask question. I will answer at the end of the talk. So, first of all, the first question is, what are the minimum requirements for managing our inventory in Odoo when I start from scratch? The first thing is to take the initial stock. So currently, maybe you have stock in your warehouse or at home or somewhere, and you need to say, okay, I have this product, this quantity. That's the first thing that you need to do. And then we need to be able to manage the in and the out, so the receive and the delivery. So it means that you need to be able to add quantity in your stock and remove quantity from your stock. That's the 2 points that you need to do in Odoo just for basic flow. To do that, we will cover different setup. The first one is the basic setup. So basic setup is just product location. We will set up these two things to start in Odoo. Then we will add the stock, the current stock, your stock. And third part, you will have a receipt and delivery management. So you need to be able to add and remove stock when you receive goods and deliver goods. That's all the setup that we will do in less than 20 minutes. Okay, but before going to Odoo, let's add some context. Why? Because it's easier to understand with context. So let's imagine that we are a wholesale company selling various games. We have a warehouse in Belgium from which you deliver goods to your customers and you receive deliveries from your suppliers. Very basic, I will add some context during the setup, but for now, just remember that. So now, I will move to Odoo, just to show you from scratch how to do it. So first of all, what you need to do when you start from scratch is creating product. Creating product is simple because you just need to go to the inventory app. You have a menu for product and product. There you have your list of your product. Currently I have nothing. I will create my first product in Odoo. To do that, I just click on new. I will give the name of my product. Let's, for example, take the product Power 4. Power 4, if you know, it's a little game where you just need to align for time your colors. And after that, I will do some setup for this product. First of all, I will say if I can sell or purchase it. Okay, I keep like that. And I will say if it's a good or a service. In my case, we manage inventory. It's physical goods, so I keep goods. Then we have another important setup on the product, which is track inventory. Track inventory, it's just for to know for Odoo to know if we need to know the quantity in stock. If I remove this checkbox, it needs that, okay, I have unlimited stock. In this case, I would like to know my quantity in stock. Then I will put a sales price, let's say 20, and my cost. In cost, because I currently have stock of this product, I will take the average cost because it's my costing method of the company. So in this example, let's say 12. Then I will link this product to some category for hierarchy, or there are also possibility to analyze some different things with this category. This category I already created two before, but in this case, I see that it's not within one of these two categories, on this both category. I will create a new one. So I save this one, and I will create a new category and then link this product to this category. To create a new category, I just go to configuration and product categories. I already have my two product category, and I will create a new one. Let's say board game. Board game, and as you can see, there is other setup. Here, we only see one very important for stock management, which is costing method. Costing method is how we compute our stock valuation, and in our case, we use the average cost just to compute my cost of product. I save it, and now I have the possibility to come back to my product just by going there and click on this product and link the Power for product to my board game. With all this information, I create my product. But let's imagine that I have a long list of products. I will not enter manually each product. So for that, I would like to have an import, and I have an Excel sheet with all this information. This kind of Excel sheet, so I take my sheet 1, where you can have a lot of information, like the name of the product, the type of the product, in your case, because we manage inventory, it's always goods. Historical is just to know that we need to know the quantity of this product we have. The list price is the sales price. Standard price is your cost, your average cost. The category, and the default code is the reference. Didn't show it, can come back to Odoo. The reference is there. So, for example, in this case, it would be game 31. So, that's done. And now I would like to import this list. To do that, I just come back to my list of my product. If you just need to remember, you need to go to inventory product. You have your list. And then I will go on the screw, set to do the action to import record. When I import record, I have the possibility to upload a data file. I will upload my data file and select my file. In this situation, because the column already have a good name, Odoo recognize every thing. I will test it to see if everything is okay, if Odoo recognize everything. When I test, I see that I have an error because I made a wrong spelling of board game. So if I go back to my file, for example, board game, there is a S at the end. So I will change the name of my product category. Up. And normally, with that, I will have the possibility to do it. So let's go back to my product list. Import record, upload data. I take the same, and I will test it. Everything is fine. So now I have the possibility to import, and in just a few clicks, I have all my list of products. So easy. In less than 3-4 minutes, I have my list of products. So if you remember, there is 3 steps. The first one was the basic setup. We have the product. Now we need to have location. Let me explain a little bit more the location. Let's imagine your company on our warehouse. We have 2 parts in the warehouse, 2 different rooms. The first one is the store. We have a little store at the front of the warehouse where you can sell product and so on. We have another one, which is the reserve, so the main stock. So we have 2 different places, and we need to be able to know, okay, which quantity I have and where. To do that, we will use a specific settings. This settings is called location. So I will go in configuration settings and take location. It's this one, storage location. When I click on this one and I save it, I have a new configuration, new possible configuration. If I click on configuration and see location, I see that I have already one. This location is very important because it's your first location, and all products that are in this location are considered as available for any sales, and you can receive goods in this location. But I will create 2 other ones just to know which quantity I have and where. To do that, I click on new, and I will create, for example, my reserve, which is my main stock. In parent location, I will use WH stock. Why? As explained, we need to link it to the main stock to say that, okay, every product, every quantity that we have in this location is available for any sales. I will do the same for my store. And under my stock. Now I create my location. So I have the characteristics of my product, I have my location. But I didn't have any stock for now. If I go on stock, I see that I have nothing. I have a nicer product, but no stock. Now I need to add quantity. To add quantity, we can do it manually and through an import. To do it manually, we just go to physical inventory. Then I see there is nothing, no stock for now. I will create a new line, creating a new line saying that, okay, which quantity I have of this product in this location. Let's say, for example, in the store of my product Power 4, always the same product, I have, for example, an icon for quantity. And I have also in my reserve. So in my reserve stock, I have my product Power 4. Power 4, and I have 6 quantity. Okay, now I just count the quantity and I have the possibility to apply everything. So I will apply each line. Okay, same thing for the product. Okay, but what happens if I have a long list of products, a lot of possible location, a lot of possible places? It's difficult. We have too much line. So to do that, we will do also through an import. To do an import, we just go to Action button, Import Record, and Upload Data File. I will use the same file, but I will show you we have another sheet. In this other sheet, I only have 3 information: product, my location, and the content quantity. So just to know, one product is at one place, and we have this quantity of this product. If I come back to my import file, I will take my second sheet and the other sheet, and then I will test it. Let's see if we have something. Everything is fine. Good. So now I have the possibility to import. Perfect. So now if I come back to my physical inventory, as you can see, we have in content quantity column all the information of the quantity. For now, it's not in my stock because I just count, but I not apply everything. To apply, I have 2 possibilities. I click on each line, or because I'm a little bit lazy, I will apply all. It's easier, and by doing that, I just say I update my quantity, and it's done. So now, if I come back to my reporting stock, what I can see, I have stock. For example, if I take my product Power 4, I can see that I have 10 units, which average cost 12, so we have 120 of total value. So just by doing that, now we have our current stock. So if you remember, 3 steps. First, the basic setup. The second step is initial stock, and the third step is managing the inbound and outbound flow. So when you need to receive and deliver goods. To do that, we have some context to add. In my company, in my warehouse, when I receive goods, I take the goods and store it. I choose if I go to the store or if I go and and put everything in the reserve. But let's imagine for the delivery, it's not the case. For the delivery, when, for example, a customer call me, I just take the call, prepare the order, we wait, and then I do the delivery at the end of the day. So I need to prepare in the morning and deliver at the end of the day. To do that, we will set up specific things, and we use one specific setup, which is called multi-step route. I just check this box, save, and we just wait 1 minute, less than 1 minute. And we have there on my warehouse settings the possibility to select the step. If you remember, you have 1 step for receive because I take goods and go directly in my stock. But for the delivery, I just have 2 steps. Why? Because I pick component and then I deliver. As you can see, there is also other possibility. I will not discuss it now, but don't hesitate to read about this other possibility. I save it, and it's done. So now I have all my setup because I have the possibility to manage receipt, delivery, I have my current stock, I have my product, so I have everything. The last thing that you need to do before starting is testing it. For sure, you can testing it on a test database, but here I will test it directly in this database. So to test everything, we will start with a purchase. Let's purchase my best product, which is Power 4. So I will go in purchase, I will come back. I will go in purchase, and I create new purchase order. I select my vendor, let's say Gameland, and I expect to receive it today, for example. I will add one product, power 4, and I will buy, let's say, 20 quantity. As you can see, we already have an unit price. Why? Because we have an average cost. But it increased a little bit. So let's say it's now 15. Okay, I will send it to my suppliers. So I send an email to ask if it's okay for the price and so on. I send. And he came back and say, okay, no problem. We confirm the order. Now I have automatically a receipt created. A receipt created, so if I click on this smart button, I have the possibility to receive my good. Because currently my good is not in my stock. My goods is not in stock. I just have a purchase. Another way to see my receipt is just go into inventory, and you have here receipt, and you open the only one we have. When the suppliers come and I receive goods, I just have to change the quantity if I receive less or more. In this situation, in this case, I will receive the 20 quantity and I validate. Just by doing that, and by validate this operation of receipt, I have my quantity in stock. So if I go to reporting stock, power 4, I see that I have 30 in my on-hand quantity. Let's say that now we will sell product. To sell product, first of all, for example, a customer called me and I need to enter the request of the customer. So let's take my customer smart toys and they buy my bestseller, which is power 4. And they would like to buy 10 quantity. We confirm, and by confirming these sales orders, automatically we have a delivery. We don't have a real delivery, we have a picking. Why? Because if you remember, when we have a delivery, we just prepare the order and then we deliver to customer. So now, if I click on this smart button, I have the picking. I have the possibility to prepare and say, okay, now everything is ready to be sent to the customer, to be shipped to customer. I can validate, or if you need to come back to this picking, you also have the possibility to go to inventory, the picking operation, and then click on this one, and you are on the same pages. From there, I prepare the order, I take all the stuff, and I validate my picking. When I validate my picking, Odoo automatically creates another things. They create a delivery. So for now, the stock is still in my warehouse. So there is no less value. And if I click on this next transfer button, I have my delivery. And if I validate this one, I will have less stock. Let's do it. I will validate. And now it leaves my stock. So if I come back to my stock there, I can see that for my power 4, I have only 20 quantity. With all this setup, you have the basic flow. If you just need to remember 3 things, is the different step. First one, basic setup, product and location. Then the initial stock, you add your quantity and you manage your receipt and delivery. With that, you have everything to start and use Odoo. Thank you. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask and I will answer it now.
Thank you very much, Thomas.
Yep.
We have 2 questions for you.
Yeah.
The first one is about an example of an online gin company. And they ask if, when they want to create a gift box that combines 2 different gin flavors, when it sells to get one item to be sold, how can the inventory be adjusted that one thing is sold but 2 other products are being picked in?
There is different possibility, but one, for example, can be used with manufacturing kits. So we have the possibility to group 2 products in one kit and say, okay, I sell the kit, but I need to take 2 products for my delivery. So it can be one solution for that part, for sure. Maybe depending on the case, we may find some other solution for sure.
Okay, thank you. Another question was, how can I manually create a demand from production that should be fulfilled from the warehouse?
So from production.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So if you have some demand on the production, it's more linked to manufacturing process, but you can use some different tool like master production schedule. I will not explain now because it takes too much time, but let's cover this subject. And I think there is a good talk. There was a good talk yesterday or the day before about that.
Thank you. Can we have subcategories for our products? If
Yeah.
so, how deep can we go?
Yeah, we have the possibility to create subcategory. I don't show it, but on the category you have parent category, so you have the possibility to create subcategory, and I don't think there is a limit. Not 100% sure, but I think you can create as you want. But my advice: do not create too much subcategory. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Last question.
Yeah.
What accounting accounts are affected when you make an adjustment to the inventory?
This is specific setup that you need to do linked to accounting. I don't show it. I don't have accounting in my database, but you have possibility to select your own account. It's more linked to inventory evaluation. Don't hesitate to come to the booth, for example, to see with you, but it will take a lot of time to explain. But we have possibility to select specific accounting for that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.